Hi everybody, it's Officer Jazzy here again. Before we get going, I wanted to let you guys know, it turns out I didn't have the heart to reset that awesome, Emerald save, the save file called Preston with the very much cheated Mew. So instead, I went and got another copy of Emerald here. I found it at the store, and this one's also a legitimate copy. Maybe in a future video I'll go over it, but there's really, the only thing special on it is Pokerus. I found more Pokemon with Pokerus on this save file. Nothing else special about it. No special Pokemon. No other super surprising things. And they hadn't even beat the Elite Four, so maybe maybe I'll go and defeat the Elite Four on that another time. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on that, and yeah, maybe one day we'll go and see the actual contents of this. But I promise you, the only cool thing is that I found another strain of Pokerus. So yeah, there's that update. But other than that, it's time for more Pokemon Sapphire. So let's get going. Alright, we had just beat Brendan. Okay, so let's let's go heal. Well, before we go heal, oh my gosh, Sucker. Yeah, Sucker almost lost that last battle. It was the Battle of the Shroomish, and I didn't want him to faint, so I pulled him out. Scout was the MVP there. But here we go with the lineup. There's Sucker. There's Scout, the most beautiful beast. There's Cascoon, Silcoon. We need to evolve them. Ralts, who we also probably should put in the box once we get further in the game. Once we get Fly, probably we'll put Ralts in the box, because teleport is super useful. Then we've got the Zubat, of course, and that's our team. So we will just teleport. Gonna heal up real quick, guys, because only you can prevent unhappy Pokemon by healing them up. Alright, thank you, Nurse Joy. We really appreciate your help. Alright. So, now... Okay. You know what items do they have? Let me look at that real quick. You have the Everstone, that's right. You have the Quick Claw. And you have none. Okay. We're gonna veer a little bit from the plot. We're going to do some training. We need to evolve these two and make a little bit more room in our party. Because I've got a list here that talks about the Pokemon that we need to collect next, and those Pokemon are coming up fairly soon. So, I'm gonna give Cascoon... Did I get the... Yes, I did get the XP share. Okay, so we're gonna give him the XP share. And now we're gonna get going. And the other thing that we are going to do, we are going to go to the Trick House, because there is an item that I want to get at least in the first level. But I've also got some stuff to talk about, so let's do that. I'm sorry, I love the music of this game, and the Trick House music is really fun. So, anyways, let's get going. You're being watched. Huh? Grr. How did you know I concealed myself beneath this desk? You're sharp. Behold, for I am the greatest living mystery of a man in all of Hoenn. They call me the Trick Master. Wahahaha! Glad to meet you. You've come to challenge my trick house, haven't you? That's why you're here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Consider your challenge accepted. Enter through the scroll there, and let your challenge commence. I shall be waiting in the back. How did he do that? Alright. There's a big hole behind the scroll. Want to go in? Yes. Alright. At first I gotta make sure. I don't know if my Pokemon have cut, actually. Oops. I may need to teach it to somebody. Yeah, I'm gonna have to teach it to somebody, dang it. That kind of sucks. I don't want to do that, but let's see, where's cut? Use cut. And only Scout can use it. Oh my gosh. Can I, like... I want to see if I can leave the trick house first. Can I? Yes, okay, I can. Alright. Sorry. No, we're not gonna teach... No. We're just gonna get some random Pokemon here in the grass. Because I don't want to teach... Cut's not super useful. And I don't want it taking up a slot in my party. Oh, can't escape? Are you kidding me? Dude, that Wingle's brave. Alright, come on. I mean, you're cool, but we need to cut. Are you serious? They must be faster. Seriously? Go away. Go away. Go away. Oh my gosh. We're gonna use a cherry berry to heal that paralysis. That was dumb. Alright. Come on. Give us a Pokemon. Not you. Okay, maybe this is probably not gonna work. Darn it. Okay. Go the heck away! Thank you! Okay. Let me check the Pokedex real quick. What can live... Oh, I think if I want to go get a Pokemon that knows Cut, I think I gotta... I don't know if Skitty can learn Cut. Oh, you know what? I do know that Pokemon exists further up, so we'll brave the grass, I guess. I don't know if we fought that dude yet, but we're just gonna go up. So hello, Gulpin. Oh, I'm paralyzed again. Let me fix that. So, now that we are on our way, nice great fall there, I wanted to let you all know that because I love art so much, I've been working on a submission for the Pokemon TCG illustration contest. And, you know, because the last 2 episodes ago, I think, I talked about just how much I loved art. And, yeah, like a couple months ago, like, basically the month after I recorded the video 2 videos ago, I saw that the Pokemon company was actually... Could I see your Pokemon? Just one look, please. Okay, fine. I like to draw, and I really like Pokemon. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that if I was younger and I knew that I could... If I knew that I could become an artist for the Pokemon TCG, I probably would have pursued art as a career. But it didn't quite click. So the fact that, you know, Pokemon has done TCG art contests in the past, but they've mostly been in Japan. This is the first time that, as far as I'm aware, they have opened it up to North America as well. And I'm super excited about it because I know I'm not the greatest artist, but I can create an art piece and submit it, and maybe people will like it, you know, and you know, you can't just draw whatever Pokemon you want. If you go look at the rules, I'll put the submission link down below in case you want to submit an entry. But there we go. There we go, getting some levels up in there. I can't believe I have the opportunity to make a submission, you know, like to actually legitimately create art for the Pokemon company. I just think that's so cool. I've got the outline of what I want, and I've drawn the outline, but I'm trying to figure out how to color it in. And that might take me some time. I do have some time. The last day that you can submit is like the end of January in 2022. But yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm so excited. And you know, like, oh yay, Cascoon grew again. Oh, and again, nice. Maybe we'll have an evolution here soon. I wanted to complete my collection. Well, sorry, I can't have mine. Cause yeah, again, I told you guys, like, growing up, like, if you asked me in kindergarten, what do you want to be when you grew up? I was going to say I wanted to be an artist. And my definition of artist was, like, you know, we learned about, painters and, you know, Van Gogh and all these, and Monet, and all of these artists, you know, like I saw all these artists, and I wanted to be an artist. I thought, you know, so I mean, that's where it came from, and my inspiration being when I was little, of course, was Pokemon. Of course it was Pokemon. But I mean, like I mentioned earlier, Van Gogh was a huge inspiration to me. I don't know. Well, actually, no, I kind of know why. Because my dad also, he was a Bob Dylan fan. And Bob Dylan has his song, Starry Night. And I think that's just... I think it's just a wonderful, beautiful song. And actually, I need to look it up. I think his name is Bob Dylan, but I just need to... I feel like if I don't look it up, then there's gonna be people calling me out. So let me look that up real quick. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it was Bob Dylan's Starry Night. And I just, if you want to go look it up, maybe I'll put that song down in the description below as well, but I just, there was something so beautiful and, but again, really sad about his life, where he, and as I've gotten older, I have looked into his life more. Just, he was just a different kind of person, you know, and maybe as I've gotten older, I've kind of realized that, like, I can kind of relate to how, like, he felt like he seemed like such a different person compared to his society. In a lot of ways, I feel similar to that. In my own, you know, in my own society where I live at. And I'll probably go into that a little bit later, but not right now. So yeah, Van Gogh throughout my life has been such a huge inspiration to me. Oh. Well, let's do that then. And I've been really lucky to be able to learn so much more about his life growing up. I failed to prophesize my own demise. You must not be a real psychic then, sorry. Electric? But anyways, moving on. Some other things that inspired me growing up. My mom, that's right. My mom painted this really cool mural in mine and my sister. We shared a bedroom when I was little. She painted this really cool mural where it was the sky, and then there was, like, in the middle of the room, it turned into, like, this field of flowers. And it was a really simple mural. I remember, like, we helped her paint the house that we lived in, because we used stencils in a different part of the house. But she painted the mural in our bedroom. And yeah, I loved that. I loved it. It was just so much fun. And you know, we never did that again. We moved around a lot. We never did that again when we moved away. But I still remember that bedroom. It was just so, like, it wasn't, like, super intricate. Like, she used sponges for the most part to get the effect of, like, a field of flowers, but it was so cool. I thought, me, my little self, I thought it was so cool. And I kind of wonder why we didn't do that in more houses. Maybe I probably had a lot of other things going on, but it would have been cool if we had done that in our other houses, but anyways, whatever. You know, and oh, sorry, sucker. Oh wait, I think this can learn cut. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, taking a detour for a second. There we go. Okay. You are going to be our cut person. No, we're not giving you a name. So we're gonna go back now. Some other inspirational stuff in my life. I grew up with musicals. I grew up with musicals, and no, we're just gonna run. We're not gonna. We just need to run. Actually, you know what? We need to go to the PC anyways. Ralts! Let's teleport again. Alright. First, we're gonna... move Pokemon. Thank you, Ralts. You've been a great help. We're gonna put you there for now. I might need you again later, but... cut. There we go. There we go. Sweet. We're gonna heal Mushroomish. Because we need to get rid of that paralysis, and we need more PPE. So. Alright. But yeah, I grew up on musicals. Some of my favorite musicals growing up, like, we didn't even own them all. Me and my sister, we loved to go to the library. We loved to go to the library, and our library was cool because it had, like, hand puppets. We didn't even really, like, look at books all that much, but we went and played with the hand puppets. It was awesome. It was so cool. And they were good looking hand puppets too. It wasn't just the little sock puppet, you know, like, you know, flop, flop, flop. These were like good quality puppets. And like my mom would go to the library a lot because she's really into family history research, and so she'd go to do that, and then we'd go and play with the hand puppets. And sometimes if we were good, we'd take some books or some movies home. And we took home some of the, I remember one time specifically, we took home some really, it was like Pink Panther. It was like the original Pink Panther. And, black and white detective stuff's ridiculous. And my sister is watching me too, and there was this one, I think it was from these Pink Panther old detective movies, but I don't know what the situation was, but I remember there was just this fake parrot on the shoulder of this one guy, and at one point it just goes and the guy who has the parrot, or the friend or something, goes, "There she goes!" Or "There she blows!" And it was just so hilarious. That's been if you've seen the original Pink Panther stuff, yeah, just you have to find those. I don't know where they're at now, but you have to believe me, as a young kid, that was like the funniest, coolest thing. But we also, like, we didn't own this musical, but we really liked, Hello, Dolly. Hello, Dolly was a wonderful musical that my sister and I both really liked. And we still quote that musical to this day. But we also, we grew up on Disney movies. I mentioned that before, too. All the Disney movies. And my sisters and I, we actually would, like, sing in the car. And, we were, we sang in the car. It was fun. It was really fun, but yeah, so, like, for me, music has been huge for my life. And there were times where it influenced my art. I I do have a picture from high school that I was listening to a specific song by, I think it was Panic at the Disco. I don't remember the name of the song, but it was a spoof from Sound of Music. Raindrops on roses and girls in white dresses, na 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 na. And I had grown up with Sound of Music, and I was kind of having a hard time in high school. Oh! Cascoon is evolving! Yay! Sweet! Learn confusion. Cool. So now we're going to take that. Now we're going to give the XP to Silcoon. XP share. There. Okay. But yeah, I had a kind of a rough time in high school, but you know, I grew up with Sound of Music, and that song kind of resonated with me. So yeah, I used that to influence an art piece in high school. And maybe one of these days I'll revisit it, because I didn't quite have the technical skill to complete the work like I do now. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I mean... And then I also, I do have a cousin who is a fairly famous artist. I won't say who it is. But when I was younger, I didn't really... I didn't know that he was a relation of ours. I just knew that we had a lot of his art. And it's only been a couple of weeks before this video was shot that I actually, like, got to sit down and meet with him. And oh man, that was a really, really cool experience, because he's at a point in his life where he's built his own house and he built his own studio. And his studio is so cool. I wandered into this weird house by accident. Oh, you poor soul. But yeah, like he... You know, I consider myself an intelligent person, but I didn't consider that you could actually, like, make a living and be an artist as a young kid. For some reason, I just thought, well, you know, all these artists we're learning about, they never really made money when they were alive, so I guess you just don't be an artist. And that's really sad. Like, I don't know how many kids also think that would have gone into art had they known. Especially in this day and age, because art is such a big deal in this internet age. Like, specifically like graphic design, but you know, there's a huge demand for art these days. It's awesome. I wish I could have had the foresight to see that for my life when I was younger. But here I am now, you know, doing a different kind of art. And it's really funny too, because I actually don't really like technology. I'm not a big fan of technology, I'm really not. And oh, come on, sucker. We got this. Oh. Come on. There we go. Good crit, sucker. Good crit. And there's Silcoon. 6 seconds. Yeah, I'm probably gonna change. Poor sucker's getting trounced. Let's see. Now let's go to Scout now. Good girl, Scout. Alright, now we're gonna... Let's just use Pursuit. Let's try that one. Good crits! My gosh. You guys are doing great. Good job. And now I've lost. Yeah, I think we just about broke his spirit there. Sorry, dude. I lost my way, I lost a battle, and I'm even more lost. I can't get out. I'm sure you'll get some help, just keep screaming. Jazzy found a scroll. Jazzy memorized the secret code written on this scroll. Right. But yeah, I actually hate technology, so it's really interesting that I'm doing like a YouTube channel specifically because yeah. There we go. Because yeah, I mean I took a digital photography class in high school and it was all right. I specifically remember dropping the class after a little while because technology just really wasn't my thing. And I remember specifically when I was like in kindergarten and first grade, like learning how to type, I hated it. I'm still not a very good typer to this day just because I hated it. Oh, I love Skitty. Whew. Good job. Good job, sucker. Hey, Silken. No, it's the Battle of the Shroomish again. Sucker, you can definitely win this one. Really? Well, at least they missed two. There we go. Good job, sucker. I guess we're both being paralyzed here. Oh. Oh, that's good. Really? Oh, come on. Oh. Okay, fine. Oh my gosh, really? Come on, sucker. There we go. Anyways, yeah, I'm not very good at technology. Even in my current job, like, I'm so glad we have an IT department. Cause, like, every single little thing that happens to my computer, I have no idea how to fix it. And a lot of them, ashamedly, most of them are fixable. I've just been that incompetent. And I'm sure there's a running joke in my IT department that's just like, yeah, the employee just really sucks. And, but, you know, for some reason, I've been able to figure out the technology for recording. At least I don't have to edit. I'm very grateful for my editor. My editor is amazing. And thankfully he's had YouTube experience as well. So, yeah, I'm very grateful for my editor, and I don't have to worry about it at this point. However, I am thinking about doing more YouTube videos. I realize that not everybody has the time to sit and watch an hour-long video. I enjoy maybe the videos are just more fun for me to make than for some people to watch. If that's the case, I'm sorry. But I'm having a good time. No, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But we are the superior Shroomish. We're not gonna be superior in this fight, though. we're really not gonna be too good for this fight, are we? Shoot. Actually, no, we are good for this fight. I'm getting distracted talking about all these cool things. Anyways. So yeah, my love of art has caused me to explore a lot of things. You know, I started doing sketches and doodles and you know, I've mentioned before I've lived in the UK. We had both an art class and we also had a technology class. I got to learn how to make things out of plastic, and I got to learn how to make jewelry for those 2 years. That was so much fun. I'm so grateful for those experiences because it was hands-on. It was just fun to draw and to paint and to sketch and to make jewelry. Like I probably never would have done jewelry making otherwise, and you know, I still have like I still have all of like the safety instructions and directions on how to cut metal and stuff like that. So in the future I do want to do more. I have other things going on, as you can see. But yeah, I've used pencil, I've used charcoal, I've used acrylic, I've even done some oil painting. There was a college course that I took that was called Equine Illustration, and all we did was, you know, draw and paint horses. It was great. I loved it. It was so fun. And I loved that teacher as well. She just her love of art, and you know, it was so much fun. But yeah, I've also done some watercolor. I've done some pastels. Mostly oil based. I've even done some pottery. Metal enamel with that jewelry making class. I've done some leatherworking, woodworking, and I mean I also grew up sewing. That was another thing. My mom taught us all how to use a sewing machine, and so I've done some costume construction and design, and most recently I've learned how to paint on silk. I've done a lot of stuff, man. I just like getting my hands into any sort of artistic project. It doesn't really matter what it is. If it's artistic in nature, I want to figure it out and I want to just do it. So, yeah. But yeah. But you know, some other stuff, you know, I mentioned that we grew up watching a lot of musicals. Trickmaster is fabulous. The lock clicked open. I did mention that we did a lot of musicals. My sisters and I would sing. My mom would make us sing in church because she thought it was really cute, and I suppose we were fairly adequate as a group of little girls, but I never enjoyed singing in public. I didn't want to be forced to do anything, so that wasn't really my thing. But yeah, musicals were super influential. And you know, I even got to a point where in my elementary school I was handpicked by my choir teacher to be part of this bigger school, like this was like a multi-school choir, like, and that was really fun. I did have a good time doing that because the choir instructor was really fun. But I don't know, like I had a really tough time with singing because I always felt like my one sister was always better, and you know, she got classes, and when we were younger she kind of sang over at me, and you know, as a little kid that's kind of hard to handle, so I eventually would just be like, okay, well, if she's gonna sing over me, then I guess I won't sing anymore, you know. But I've always loved music, and I've always loved musicals, but I didn't just do that, so I'll talk a little bit about some of the other stuff that I did. Ah, you made it to me? You're sharp. It took me all night to plant all those trees. You're almost my equal in greatness by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. Fine, you have earned this reward. Rare candies. Rare candies are always good. They bump up a level of your Pokemon just automatically, so... Scrub that smug smirk from your face. It's much too early to think you've won. I'll make new tricks to stump you, I will. You may mock me only when you're done. Come back for the next exciting installment. Whew. But yeah, I mean, I loved musicals, and my mom also, like, put us, like, so art takes many various forms, right? Art takes various forms. And so, like, one of the ways that Oh, I hadn't battled this guy. Well, now let's battle him. But my mom wanted us to have, I guess, a well-rounded experience of activities and interests. So we also did dance class. And I liked dance. I only did tap and ballet for a couple of years. Before we moved, the year that I was going to learn how to do jazz dance, we moved away. And when we moved, there wasn't, apparently, I asked my mom a couple of years ago, you know, why didn't we keep doing dance? She was like, there weren't any dance places near our house when we moved, so, or at least any good dance places near our house. I think that was probably the key. But I'm pretty sure, because I never grew up watching Cats. But you know how much I love animals. And, you know, I liked to sing. If I had seen Cats growing up, I probably would have pushed myself to be like a dancer and a singer so that I could be in Cats. Because I just loved that musical. Like, when I found it like in middle school, I was like, this is the best thing ever. Oh. Yeah, Andrew Lloyd Webber is cool. I really got into Andrew Lloyd Webber when I was in middle school. Yeah, Cats, Phantom of the Opera. I also, we went and saw a live performance of Phantom of the Opera and of Les Miserables, actually. Those were really cool shows. I really enjoyed seeing those shows live. And it was that, and it was, my sister was also in theater, and so, like, yes, we want headbutt, yep, yeah, we're gonna replace tackle with that, because the accuracy on tackle sucks. And oh my goodness, I mean, I want to talk to you guys about so much about all of the things that have influenced my artistic endeavors, but I don't have time in this episode, and maybe we'll talk more about it when we get going on another episode. But yeah, I musicals and dancing. I got there was a phase actually in my middle school years where I actually was just not wanting to dance at all. I think I just got into a group of friends that also, like, just were not wanting to be in this dance class. Our dance instructor, this was in the UK, her name was Miss Felix, but we also had a teacher who was the IT instructor. Her name was Miss Dance. I feel so bad for my dance teacher because I would call her Miss Dance, and she got so upset. What? Silcoon is evolving! Yay, Silcoon! Congratulations, your Silcoon evolved into Beautifly. And she learned Absorb, yay! Awesome. So now that they are both evolved, those are 2 more Pokemon for our Pokemon Master Quest. Yeah! Now we're gonna give the XP share to the Zubat, because he does need to level up soon. He's in for the long haul. We need to make sure that his happiness level goes up, because there's one evolution that requires happiness to evolve. But yeah, man, I have this whole written thing that I want to talk to you about all of my artistic endeavors. Yeah, again, I loved musicals so much. I was glued to like TV screens as a kid. I was glued to them as a kid. And I think I didn't realize, like, again, I thought I was an intelligent kid. I wasn't. I thought that I didn't know that there was such a thing as voice acting. I always thought that, like, the cartoons were just another form of, you know, being in front of a camera, I guess. Well, especially because, like, I never saw Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, cartoons, they're just like other actors, right? Like, I saw Who Framed Roger Rabbit as an adult, and the villain just scared the crap out of me as an adult. I know I would have been scarred for life watching that film as a kid. Because the Brave Little Toaster, you guys can probably confirm. Brave Little Toaster was terrifying. That was a terrifying little animated show. Oh my gosh, I think my sisters liked watching it, but I really couldn't stand it. It was just, oh, come on. Already paralyzed, dude, just let us go, thank you. But yeah, but yeah, so like TV and musicals and all of these things were really influential. And then again, my sister got into acting in high school. And Mauville City, woohoo! We're gonna come up here and heal. Oh, it's the red-haired guy. Thank you, Nurse Joy. Now we're going to... Now we are going to drop these 2 off, because yay, the evolutions are complete. Alright, there we go. So, and then these guys are pretty much finished. I guess I could have left him at the top. Just thinking about everything. Okay, we're good. So Yeah, I mean... Wow, I have a lot of material here that I thought that I would go through in an hour. Nope. Nope. But yeah, it got to a point I got to use... We'll go over here for a little bit, we'll come back to this. We got to a point where I really liked theater and things were rough in high school, so I started I got into the theater program at my high school, and theater itself was very therapeutic to me. Art has been this beautiful, wonderful thing, but it's also been therapeutic for me. You know, getting your emotions, getting your feelings out in the open, so they're not stuck inside in a safe and healthy manner. Whether it was through drawing or whether it was through, you know, acting out a scene. I actually remember specifically there was a scene that I acted out with this other guy, and we weren't like super good friends, but like most people knew me as kind of a more quiet, reserved person, and the scene called for my character to just lose her temper and just go at it. And I did. I just, again, things were hard. I just let out all the stuff that I was feeling, and this poor dude. Like when the scene is done in drama class, you know, we go over like what the good points are, what we could improve for next time. And everyone was just like, yeah, you're freaking scary up there. And I'm like, thanks. Like I just, yeah, so I'm so grateful for art. Art has done so much for me in my life, and if it can do something for anybody who's out, you know, having a hard time in their lives, I do encourage you to, you know, you can do sports, you can do, you know, dancing, you can do art, you can do video games. I know I've used video games to get out some of my frustration, and the next video I post is it's gonna be one of those videos. I recorded that video a couple days ago just to blow off some steam, but then I found a surprise. Just kind of moving around in that area, I found a surprise that I'll reveal here in like a week or so. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I did a lot, and I mean, it took me a good long time to get to a point where my acting style was believable. I could always improve, right? But I was not very good starting out in theater. I was not very good starting out drawing, or, you know, any of these other mediums that I've attempted. I'm not a very good singer. I don't think so, at least. But you work at it, you learn what works and what doesn't, you get direction from your mentors. For me, I joined the theater club, and I was a techie backstage for all of the plays. And I would just come to rehearsals. I didn't have to be there for most of the time, but I was there because I wanted to. I wanted to learn. I wanted to just go out and be part of that world and learn more about acting and learn more about how theater works. And by the time I was a senior in high school, I felt like I really had established myself as an effective actress. And I actually, but I, again, like, starving artist mentality that I had when I was little. I was like, I can't make money off of being an actor or being an artist. So I built my skill in technical theater as well. And I was actually a pretty effective stage manager. I really enjoyed being a stage manager. I actually considered that school-wise. I wanted to be a stage manager for a long time. But I also, again, in high school, like, there was so much to explore. There's so much that goes into theater, like costume design. I made a costume for one of the shows. I painted the scenery. I helped design some of the scenery. I did some lighting and sound. Again, with my skill and technology, I was not very good at it. I had a lot of help getting it set up, and I could just, you know, press buttons. But every little piece helped my experience, and I knew it would help me. And I even did some scene writing. Like, that was the cool thing. In drama class, we had a point where we could write out like a short little scene to act out. That was really cool. At the time, I was really into like the Waiting for Godot, the Rosencrantz and Guildenstern type plays, where they're really like, there's a message behind it, but to the average audience, it's really boring and not so. It's more existential. I loved that in high school. So I wrote a piece. It was called Jailbirds. And it was basically about these two girls who were in prison, and the main girl didn't know why she had been thrown into prison. And then the second girl, like, you know, she owned up to the fact that, like, she was in prison because she did something bad. And I was so proud of that scene, and you were supposed to turn it in, and then the best scenes would be picked out that people would act out. I was actually kind of upset because I finished the assignment like the day before, and I didn't have a printer. I was like, oh, hey, I'll just print it out at school. And then I couldn't find a printer before the class, so my assignment was turned in late, and the teacher wouldn't accept it for consideration for the scenes to perform. I was so salty. I was so mad. I was so proud of that scene, and then yeah. I'm over it now. Cause like I'm writing my own stuff now. But like, at the time, oh man, I was so upset. And this other girl wrote a scene about the Twilight books. And I mean, I liked Twilight, but I hated the fact that that scene was chosen instead, because I was really upset at myself for the most part because I didn't turn my stuff in on time, but I had a hard time with that. It was hard. I was really proud of my work. You know, artists, we get really proud of our work, and then things don't work out for some reason. That's a learning curve as an artist. Like, you realize, you just learn from circumstances like that, being able to turn stuff in on time, being able to, learn from the criticisms and the rejections and it's it's a journey. It's a journey, because, and then like there's the temptation to like go and do what people think is popular, like, and some artists get lost in like what they think people want instead of like what speaks to them. And that's something that I've had to learn, is like, you have to do what speaks to you, because if you don't, as an artist, if you're doing stuff that you think other people would like to do, but you don't have any soul in it, people won't like it. Specifically, like, I'm thinking about like this YouTube channel. Like, I know that the popular thing right now is to do like really quick videos, or to do, videos that are not an hour long, or videos that are, videos that are like 15 minutes that are really, fast-paced and in your face, and those videos work, and the people who do them, who love doing them, they're doing a great job. But that's not me. I don't want to force myself to do stuff that is not me. And what I like to do is I like to take my time, I like to explore, I like to enjoy the music. I mean, even the Mauville City, like, this is like prime mall music. Like, Pokemon does a really good job with the music here in these games, especially, in my opinion, especially the 3rd generation. But yeah, I mean, if you're into art, don't stress about doing what's popular. Don't stress about if you're not good at producing art right now. Just do it. Just do it. And you know, your skill will improve. Your ability to observe things will improve. Your ability to produce will improve. And that's something that I've had to learn through several years of my life. So just don't give up as an artist. Just keep trying, keep doing what works for you, and the people who appreciate your art will come along, I guess, is kind of what I want to say. So I know I haven't been doing anything. Like, I've just been the Michelle show right now, huh? Sorry, but I really wanted to make sure that I had, because I love art. I mean, if you haven't seen that already, there's been 2 videos now on it. I love art. Love it. I love it so much. And it just brings me happiness, and it brings me joy. And I've got, you know, the next couple of videos, I'm maybe doing some other videos that kind of showcase how much I love art. And I'm excited for the future, for what I have planned for this channel. And if you're having a hard time right now, don't worry about it. You know, life gets hard, but it also gets better. I hope you understand that. And you know, with that, we're just gonna go ahead and close today's video. But I do appreciate you guys watching these videos and listening to me rant. And I hope that we can just, you know, continue on this journey together and enjoy Pokemon at a slower pace and just have fun. Thanks, guys. Bye.